A unit production manager, or UPM, is usually hired by the producer and is responsible for managing the production and regulating the costs of delivering the film on budget at the end of principal photography. He or she works closely with the line producer and first assistant director, and it is not uncommon for a line producer to function as a UPM. Based upon the shooting script, the UPM will create a working budget and schedule during the pre-production process prior to the start of principal photography. This will chart a recommended budgetary course for the project. The UPM is also responsible for more detailed planning and execution of the costs that are allocated for actual physical production or filming of the movie. The duties of the UPM, under the supervision of the producer, involve creating the preliminary shooting schedule, overseeing the preliminary search and survey of shooting locations along with the location manager and location scout, and completing the business arrangements for such locations, assisting in the negotiations of deals for locations and equipment, supervising completion of the production reports for each day's work, showing the work covered that day and the status of the overall production, overseeing the distribution of the production reports in line with the producer's requirements, participating in the hiring of the below-line crew, that is everyone other than the actors, producers, writers, and director, coordinating arrangements for the transportation and housing of the cast, crew, and staff, overseeing the securing of releases, and assisting the location manager in obtaining permits from the local authorities regarding the use of filming locations. Before principal photography begins, both the producer and the UPM work to secure as many of the production elements as possible, including a workable filming schedule and budget. They both usually work from a production office during pre-production and may later divide their time between the office and the set during principal photography. Creative decisions are not part of the UPM's role. However, there may be conditions where budget changes need to be made to accommodate the director's vision. During principal photography, the UPM will have final approval over all financial expenditures, approve salary and timesheets for crew, and sign off on each day's call sheet. The unit production manager is also the producer's eyes and ears on set. Production reports are produced daily, detailing the shoot's progress, costs incurred, and changes made to the schedule or budget. If the film or show is lagging behind the projected goals, the UPM must step in to identify the cause and take action to get the shoot back on track. Ultimately, the UPM is responsible to the producer, the person signing the checks, to keep the project on time and on budget. The UPM must balance what the director wants against what the budget will allow. If a scene is running over schedule, the UPM may have to cut staff or draw funds from one line item to give to another. When conflicts arise that threaten the smooth operation of the crew, the UPM will step in to mediate the situation and decide on a course of action. While not a creative role, the UPM does have authority to terminate crew employment, alter the equipment and materials list, or advise the director on what is and is not feasible under the budget and schedule. Highly experienced UPMs bring great value to the film for their strategic and creative problem-solving skills. These individuals will positively affect the film's budget as well as the final outcome and quality of the film on multiple levels. A unit production manager must have knowledge of all equipment used in filmmaking, job functions, and computer software and techniques related to the industry. He or she must also have extensive knowledge in the areas of finance, human resources, mathematics, statistics, and entertainment business as a whole. The UPM must also be a skilled diplomat and good problem solver. He or she must be strong enough to say no when the director wants to spend more money than the budget allows.